What is David Alaba's best position? For cheap, good quality football jerseys, go over to www.jerseyfifa.com. A link will be left in the description and use code ATLANTISFOOTBALL for 5% off. In this video, I'm first going to look at David Alaba's positional evolution over his career. Then I'll analyse Alaba as a centre-back, both in a back 2 and a back 3, then his role as a left-back before analysing his role in central midfield, and at the end I'll give my verdict on what Alaba's best position is and where he should play for Real Madrid next season. But before I get into that, let me tell you about my favourite football app, which is the OneFootball app, as this is where I go to find out the latest circulating transfer rumours, and I find the match section on the app incredibly useful as well for keeping up to date with the leagues, teams and players that I'm not able to watch on a regular basis. If you like this channel, you'll definitely love this app, so when you go to subscribe to this channel after this video, if you enjoy the content, which would be very much appreciated, make sure you also go to the link in the description to get the OneFootball app. If you want to see another video in this style and concept, check out Soccer Factor's video on Joshua Kimmich. I wrote that video and he edited this video, so go check out his channel and subscribe to it as well if you want to see more content like this. So Alaba came through at Bayern Munich as very much an offensive-minded left-back, and he went on in the next few seasons to become one of the best in the world in that role. When Guardiola came in, Alaba began to be used as either an inverted left-back or as a ball-playing centre-back on the left side, which was a crucial part of his career development, as even after Guardiola left Bayern, Alaba would frequently be used as a centre-back and at left-back. By 2020, Alaba had cemented himself as one of the best centre-backs in the world after helping Bayern Munich win their first Champions League title since 2013. Right now, Alaba is coming into the prime of his career. He will soon be 29 and has agreed to join Real Madrid next season on a free, but a question still remains: where is Alaba's best position? So at centre-back, Alaba provides the pace, the one-on-one defending ability and the reading of the game, combined with his tremendous ball-playing ability that makes him one of the standout modern-era centre-backs in the world right now. In a back 4 for Bayern, Alaba played on the left side of 2 centre-backs, and his ball-playing ability allowed Bayern to progress the play a lot quicker into the final third than they otherwise would have been able to with a more conventional centre-back instead of Alaba. You can see here that Bayern have the ball in their own half, with the whole Leverkusen team behind the ball. Many centre-backs in this position would likely opt for a simple pass into Alphonso Davies, which would allow Leverkusen to shift across and close up the space. However, Alaba has the vision and technique to firstly see a forward run and then play a perfectly low curling pass through the Leverkusen system and in behind the backline to find Gnabry's run, which allows Bayern to progress the play from the defensive third to the final third in just one vertical pass. Alaba's progressive passing can be seen this season, as in the Bundesliga, Alaba has completed the third most key passes out of any centre-back in the league, which shows what a creative outlet Alaba can be from centre-back. Now, in terms of the role that he plays at centre-back, Alaba could play as a ball-playing centre-back in a back 2, as he did at Bayern Munich, striding forward on that left side but not venturing too far forward, or he could be used on the left side of a back 3, which would give him more freedom to push higher up the pitch and play more as a quarterback almost, dictating the play and moving the attack forward as a conventional deep-lying central midfield playmaker would. This obviously doesn't have to solely be done with 3 centre-backs. Alaba could perform this role if, in possession, a side would move from a back 4 to a back 3, with say the right back holding a deeper, narrower position than the left back on Alaba's side. In the Euros for Austria, we have also seen Alaba be used as a central centre-back in a back 3. Here he is more central, and the idea would be that being more central, Alaba has more forward passing options available, and so this makes it easier for him to find players between the lines. Playing centrally would also allow him to play more as a Libero as well, pushing forward into the midfield line in Franz Beckenbauer, Ronald Koeman-esque fashion. But Alaba also brings the necessary defensive attributes to the centre-back position. He has a pace which enables a side like Bayern or Austria to push up the field, compress the play using a high defensive line, knowing that Alaba has the acceleration and awareness to track movements in behind the back line and then go back to cut out the threat. Also, being a natural left back, Alaba has the one-on-one defending qualities, which means that when he gets drawn out into 1v1s in the channel, he is a very competent defender, which is an extremely valuable asset for a side playing with offensive fullbacks who will leave space in behind when they push forward. So the centre-back position is where Alaba has been most used in the last few seasons, but he's also been used as a left-back on occasion. At left-back, Alaba possesses all the attributes needed of a top fullback, both offensively and defensively. His crossing ability and movement down the channel is what makes him a threat when playing as an overlapping fullback, However, I do prefer Alaba as an inverted fullback, drifting infield the same way that Zinchenko does for Manchester City. This essentially allows Alaba to play like a left-sided central midfielder in possession, a lot higher up the pitch than he would be playing if he was playing as a left-sided centre-back, and it's from these positions where he can use his creative ability a lot more effectively. Alaba could also be used as a conventional central midfielder, either in a midfield double pivot as a deep line playmaker, or as a regista in a single pivot with two central midfielders ahead of him. He has a positional awareness and ability to break up the play that make him a competent ball winner in midfield. In possession, he also has a passing range and vision needed to play in central midfield for a top side, but unlike at centre back and at left back, I don't think Alaba is a world class central midfielder, though he could certainly perform the role at a high standard for Real Madrid in the future if the central midfield was constructed in the right way. I think Alaba in a double pivot alongside Kroos would work well, as Kroos' world class passing is perfectly suited to playing alongside the more robust Alaba, who as well has a creative ability needed, but just not at the same level as the German. So where is Alaba's best position? Now before I come on to that, make sure you subscribe to the channel and you also check out some of my other videos, which will be linked in the description, such as my Euro 2020 analysis videos. I will be releasing more as well, so make sure you click the bell to get notifications. Well, I would say Alaba's best position is as a left-sided ball-playing centre-back, either in a back three or a back two. This is because I think he brings a combination of ball-playing ability and pace, and one-on-one defending ability, which is incredibly hard to find in the centre-back, especially to Alaba's level. I also like him as an inverted left-back, but that's a very unconventional role which not a lot of systems use. Plus I do think that there is a greater abundance of fullbacks and central midfielders like Alaba than there is centre-backs like him, which is why if I was Real Madrid, I would use him either on the left of a back three with Varane next to him and Militao on the right, or Alaba in a back two with either of those two next to him. I prefer him on the left of a back three rather than centrally, as when he is in the centre, I feel that he has less space to push forward, whereas on the left when the ball is switched, he has the space to push forward and move into a quarterback-like role, where he can then look to progress the play with his incisive and long passes. However, saying that, I would also like to see him being used as an inverted left back, drifting inside and playing in that possession line ahead of the two centre backs, and that is definitely something Madrid could do if they were to use Militao and Varane at centre back, and having Casemiro and Kroos playing as a double pivot in midfield, which in possession along with Alaba would see Kroos in a deeper right-sided position, Casemiro in the central anchorman position, and Alaba in that deeper left-sided position in midfield. I would have liked to see Alaba under Pep Guardiola again, as I think Pep would have used the Austrian in a variety of different roles, and I think that Libero could have been one of them, creating a centre-back that can break the opposition's pressing lines by pushing forward with the ball and becoming a key creator in the attack. Ancelotti could use Alaba like this as well, but his system and style of play is a lot more tactically conservative, so I don't see this development coming in Alaba's game, well at least not next season anyway. I did do a video briefly analysing Ancelotti's return to Real Madrid, so if you want to check that out, I'll leave that linked in the description as well. So thank you for watching. If you enjoyed that video, remember to subscribe to the channel and click the bell for notifications so you don't miss out on any of my Euro 2020 tactical analysis videos that will be coming up in the next few weeks. Also follow me on Instagram and Twitter for more content as well.